Hey y'all, what's going on? It's been such a long time since I posted on this channel. And here I am. It must be maybe even 2 years later. I think the last time I posted was like how to travel solo like a boss or something like that. And I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. I decided to post on the channel tonight. No rhyme or reason. Although I do have a rhyme and a reason. Shout out to Warby Parker. If I look a little sleepy, I did just fight off a nap. It's like 10, a little after 10 where I am. So good night, good morning, wherever you find this and whenever this finds you. But shout out to Warby Parker. They did a wonderful job. I am definitely a high index girl, and they thin these girls out really nice. So yes, and shout out to Speak to Me Expressions. Y'all can have the world. It's the kingdom for me. New tea out. Sis Nisha has good sales going on every weekend, but it's Labor Day weekend when I'm making this video. So hopefully you can, visit her site. If you're on IG at speaktomeexpressions.com. But I am motivated to post this video. I've never done a perfume review, but I really love this perfume, and I always get compliments on it. So as the girls out there say, it's a compliment getter on me, at least. Some people love it, some people don't love Yum, but I am here to unbox with you a special delivery from Sephora, Yum Pistachio. So I got the travel size earlier this summer. Here we are at the beginning of September. Happy September, right? The beginning of fall, and I'm still going to wear it. Even though, I don't know, some say it's a spring, summer scent. However, I would wear this all year round. At least I think so. I just started getting into perfumes. How can you say? Not luxury, but step up from Bath and Body. No shade to Bath and Body, because I still will rock some. But just started like upgrading my scent profile this past year. So I got the travel size, came in a beautiful, we used to say back in, I'm an 80s baby. We used to say seafoam green, seafoam green, or mint colored, pistachio colored packaging. That's beautiful. I don't have it anymore, but I think the packaging is similar. We'll see, because I love this so much. I got a full size bottle. So this is it. I don't know if you could tell, but maybe against the white background, I got a lot of melanin in my palms, so I don't know if you could see it, but the juice, if you will, in this is pretty dark. That surprised me. I thought it would have been green as pictured some places where I see. I'm trying to get a piece of white copy paper. Let me see. So maybe I could kind of hold it up against this board so that you could see the color of the juice. So it was like this interesting, like grayish color. Yeah, almost like a grayish lilac color almost. So that was interesting. I don't even know if that's a good shot, but you know what? I said to myself, we are not going to be critical, right? We are going to, I'm not at that place where it's like, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel. Well, I already started a YouTube channel, but where I wanted to be monetized or anything like that. I'm just doing this for fun, honestly. It's a Friday night. I don't have nothing better to do but to entertain you if you're watching. So I am going to do an unboxing of the full size. And again, why I will wear this all year round is it is warm, nutty. They say woodsy, and there's some vanilla in it, and spicy too. So I don't know. I love it. I love it. I think you should wear, because at one point I was really into essential oils, and I think you should wear things that resonate with you, right? Maybe if I could remember to, because there's a lot that I'm thinking of saying in this video, but there's some notes and scents in this, or the essence of some of the notes in here are very therapeutic. So, and that I love. So, well, let me talk about the box first, right? I see what they try to do here, but if I could make a recommendation, Sephora, I would have made the sticker a little smaller, right? Maybe off to the side so you could see Sephora. However, part of me also likes it though, that they did this. I don't know if it was intentional, but you know, sometimes, depending on where you live, people can be attracted to certain packages being delivered. So, I mean, even if you read the tape around it, they are encouraging you to get the Sephora credit card, right? So they have a Sephora card program. I am not yet a member. Is this something I would consider? Maybe if you're getting points, right? So I would have loved to see that Sephora, you know, when it came. I get what they was trying to do with the whole black and white. But I'm curious to see. The thing is, you can't see what it says up under there. It looks like it's a nice message. I just see we. It looks like there's a B there, and then it's possibly the word something beautiful, right? So I don't know. Again, I'm not going to edit this, stammering, stuttering, and all that. If you watch it and you enjoy watching this, God bless you. I love you too. And so you can carefully, well, I almost removed it without tearing it, but it says Sephora, we belong to something beautiful. Interesting. I wonder what's the idea behind that tagline. So yeah, so unbox with me. And I've never done an unboxing video, not on YouTube. So I guess you want to see, because some people get a kick out of that. I saw some pictures where people like open their boxes and it was like black and white stripe, but boo, none of that. However, they do have her carefully wrapped. Ooh, you see that seafoam green? That's what I was talking about. So that travel size came, and you see, again, I love this so much. I bought this, I want to say early June. I would have to look at my order, but bought this like early June maybe, and it's like in a couple of months ran through it real quick. So it's like I knew it was one I loved. There were a couple of other perfumes since I had got at the time, including, what was it, Valentino Intense, Donna Born and Roma Intense. And I gotta thank Sherry's TV for putting me on to some of these, and well, actually most of them. So definitely got the oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. Definitely got Burberry Her from her recommendation. Loved it. Loved it, loved it. Was Burberry Her a blind buy? That was a blind buy. And I love it. That's like probably next to this, that's probably my next favorite that I bought this year, this past season. And the Valentino, I like it, but it's definitely intense, like for real. Like it's definitely you know, date night maybe. So, like I think some people describe it as a like boss perfume. Like it definitely gives it's strong. Just to speak plain language, it's strong. And it almost has that like too strong scent for me if you spray too much of it. Like I don't see how people could spray more than like 3 or 4. And even that's a lot. Like sometimes I'll just do 1 or 2, maybe 2, you know, because it is very intense. And it almost like I could see people say, "Ooh, you know, that person has on a loud perfume." So yeah, anyhow, but back to Yum. So love, love, love Yum. And it looks like you don't get more than this with the packaging, but you know, I do appreciate that they took some time to put something around it. It was not much, you know, but to keep it from knocking around. And the box looks pretty intact. So it comes in this pretty, and we got more unboxing to do because let's see, it's like shrink wrap, but it looks like it has like a tab somewhere where you would be able to pull it off. But it comes in a beautiful box. So as you can see, I got the large because I'm like, I really, really, really enjoyed this perfume. And like every time I wear it to work, I'm getting compliments on me. Like some people complain that KLE doesn't last long, but for me, it actually lasted. I put it on this morning when I was leaving, say around, I want to say 7:38, and I can still like, I do, that's so like it's so unpolished. Welcome to me, right? Because that's just me. I'm very transparent. So not yet. Maybe I'll grow to that point where everything's all polished and perfect. However, right now this is what you get, right? And so and smell, I could still smell it. Like if I like, you know, so I'm guessing if someone, you know, I'm not sure if it will be just like a skin scent or does it leave a sillage, you know, around me, behind me. I don't know. But I do, when I went to go hug my coworker, this one, she's like, "Ooh, you smell good." You know, every time, you know, I wear it, I get a lot of compliments. So I'm almost thinking another reason why I got the big one, because I was like, oh, out of all of the perfumes that I've been wearing, there's always also the Latafa that I purchased from Amazon. But out of all of them, and one time I mixed the Latafa and the Valentino, and I think I had a sample of Donna Born and Roma, just the regular, the original, and I got compliments with that as well. I would get the original. That I actually have on my to buy list. Like I would love to buy the original because I actually like that. I wish I had gone with that instead of the Intense, but the Intense had just came out. So I'm wondering if because people, you know, have that, how can I say, expectation that KLE doesn't last long, like that's why they made this version an Intense, because I don't know if there was a version that was not intense, but this does last on me. Perfumes are different on everybody. You know, I've seen people say you should moisturize to make, I always moisturize. I'm like, who don't moisturize? I guess there's people walking around here with dry skin. But, you know, sis puts on lotion every day, you know. So I don't know. I don't do the extra layer of oil because I sweat, you know. So although I will use oils, maybe I'll do what I've been using on my skin and my face. Am I glowing? No makeup or anything like that. That's another thing. I don't have on no makeup. I don't typically wear makeup at all unless like it's a special day, occasion. It does look great on camera, but I just don't know that. Shout out to y'all to do that. Like that's a lot of work, you know, between the editing. There was one time where I was making like a lot of videos when I was traveling in 2021 and making a lot of reels. It's work. That is a whole job, you know. I don't think I'm gonna edit this down though. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I was just doing this for fun. And so to the perfume, and I'm, you know, in life, So if you get to know me, like in life, like you gotta do things for you, right? And not for other people. There are some people who this is their living, and so you gotta stay on topic. Like we talking about Yum, like there may be somebody out there like get to the review of the perfume, right? But it's just a casual Friday night conversation with you. And so but I'm wondering, and I'm very so I'm a social worker, right? Mental health clinician, and it's like, yes, I'm being a little tangential right now, right? But all over the place, but I'll get right back to where I was supposed to be. So I'm wondering if they made this an intense to, make it last longer, simply put, because word is Kayali is not worth the price, because some people say it doesn't last long. But like I said, I put this on, even going like this, like I could smell it. It's faint, I smell that creamy. I don't know how good I'll be with the whole dry down and top notes and middle notes and stuff, but everybody started somewhere, right? So when it dries down, though, it does have like a chocolatey, powdery, that marshmallow, creamy, like that's what that's more of what you smell than anything. So yes, it does have like a tear along, a serrated, right? For those, nah, the ASMR, no, wait. I ain't doing all that, but beautiful box. I love the box. It is very pretty. It does come with the notes, the main notes on the back of the box, and it looks like they ordered it almost like how you smell it. Like a lot of people will say, or sources say that top note is, the pistachio gelato, the ice cream, the rum. So what they have here though is pistachio gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy. Those are the notes. The primary notes, I would say. I always wonder, like, when people mention the other notes, like, is that official? Or I guess I would have to go to Kayali's website to see if that's official, or is that stuff that other people have picked up on. Like, I've seen bergamot. So kind of, see, I told you, your girl could bring you right back, right? So with essential oils, like bergamot is one of the citrus oils, and it's like in a lime family, and it's an uplifting oil. It's something that should or could be beneficial. How can I, yes, could be beneficial for those who are coping with depression and anxiety, but more so like, have a low mood, this could boost your mood. So definitely love that about it. Vanilla is just comforting, right? Like it just is. And let's see, I'm not going to do too much of the looking, but one thing that I thought was interesting is, like, when I smell Yum, when I first sprayed on, there is like, and I'm sorry, y'all not about to see me open and spray this. Y'all not. So sorry. I'll spray the last little bit of juice in here, but I don't know. I'm not going to do all that. And I just bought her, no, because I know what it smells like. So sorry for the spoiler on that note. But when you first spray this, I will spray. It's like, there's like, I smell that citrus, like for me in the opening, like I smell that citrus. And I wonder if that's the cardamom, because I looked up like what, I said, well, what does, at first I thought I had cardamom in the, so my dad's Trinidadian. So every now and then I'll do cooking with curry. And if you know anything about Trinidadian culture and food ways, like some of that is influenced by East Indian culture and cuisine, right? So cardamom is known for a warm, spicy, and slightly sweet scent. I'm sorry. Yeah, and a slightly sweet scent profile. Its aroma features crisp notes of camphor, lemon, and mint. Camphor, lemon, and mint. Interesting. With woody and balsamic undertones. The scent is often described as refreshing, invigorating, and stimulating. So I wonder if it's the cardamom that I smell when I first spray this on. Because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, like when I first sprayed, I'm like, ooh, that could be the rum. But it also could be that cardamom. So now it makes me want to go either to the supermarket, maybe an Indian supermarket may have it, an East Indian supermarket might have it, where I would be able to smell what cardamom smells like. And the fact that it says it's in the ginger family is really interesting, because before I read that, I thought that, I was like, it almost has like, that's when they say spice, I don't get peppery, I get more like a ginger spice. So, and if you drink ginger or eat ginger, ginger is very warm, very spicy internally, and just like, yeah, its profile is like that. So anyhow, KLA Yum Pistachio Gelato 33. I'm not sure if this is the 33rd scent, but I'm guessing that that's what it is. So now, this is very cool, the design. All right, you see how it's like that pop out, three-dimensional kind of flavor. I love that it's simple. Like, that's one thing I love about her design. And I was in another store, I will not say their name. They don't sell this, I'll say that. They don't sell KLE. And so the person was like, you look like a vanilla girl. And I was like, the shade. But anyhow, it is very like simple. I wouldn't even say but basic in a good way. Like basic minimalist, like beauty, right? And kind of like me, don't need too much, don't do too much. Sometimes, like speaking of makeup, like sometimes when you have natural beauty, right? And I say this humbly. It's funny, I was just watching this video that said, like, when you wear too much makeup, you lose your beauty, right? And I take that one of two ways. One, I've heard that, like, the chemicals that could be in makeup can mess up your skin over time. And then the other thing is you hide your natural beauty of what God gave you, Although, yes, there's some, I love a blue eyeliner, right? Part of the reason why I don't wear a lot of makeup is I am not the best at applying it, I don't think. And like finding, my mother didn't teach me how to put on makeup or lipstick, that all of that stuff I was self-taught. So love the basic design of this bottle, and it is like a matte finish, right? And like you probably heard in some other reviews, on the back of the bottle, it also has, I'm sorry, because I'm looking like, that's a dent already in it, but I think it's just, they have to leave some room for air, right, to have a vacuum. But I'm like, I want my whole, not to say they did, because I mean, obviously you saw me unwrap it, like it came as a full bottle. But I definitely look like, that came with a dent in it. But, and you could kind of see like where it's at, but it's a brand new bottle, and came with a matte finish, which might be interesting. Like if you have oil on your hands, I'm imagining that this would leave an imprint. But so I don't know, do people still do the YouTube hands? But I guess it does for some reason. It blocks some of the light out, helps you to see. But so that's the bottle. All right. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's just, maybe it's my whatever, but I'm not, because you get it. Like I told you, I'm telling you about it. You don't need to see me spray the perfume to know it's real. It's real. She gonna get used. Just not tonight. I will spray her on for me, right? Because this is about me, not about you. So I'm just playing, but for real. But that's how you got it. You really do need to be like that in life. Not do so much for other people. So I don't know. What else can I say about Yum Pistachio? Ooh. Beautiful, beautiful design. Almost remind me of the ring pop, but it's very like minimalist, but very very beautiful, and I could smell a little bit on the nozzle. So yeah. But that's how much, the fact that should tell you something, right? The fact that I don't want to spray this on camera for y'all should tell you how much I love it. Because it's like, I don't want this juice going to waste. Because after I finish this, I'm about to go get in the shower, like, you know. So it's more about, like, it'll go to waste if I spray it, you know. And why I do that when I still have just a little tiny bit. You see, I got a couple, I did spray the, you know, and they say you should dab because apparently that messes up the top notes when you like rub. And I might still do that out of habit because like I said, this is new for me. Now this, I don't know how much I spray. Maybe like 4 or 5 sprays. And like I said, I still smell it, but it refreshes well too. Like if you know, like I just sprayed those couple of sprays, but I feel like, you know, and when you spray it, it's not loud and overpowering. It doesn't make me feel like, oh my gosh, am I going to be too much? As a nurse, so I'm also an LPN, it's like I'm mindful of, you know, people who may have allergies to perfumes or just be sensitive, you know, to people around them wearing perfumes, everything. And I get like not being apologetic and everything like that. But I would like say if I was working as a nurse, like right now I'm working as a social worker, but if I was working as a nurse, but either way, even in social work, I'm still like in close proximity to people to an extent. Like I'm at least about 4 or 5 feet away from my clients. It's like I don't want them sitting there the whole time like, oh my gosh, she got on that loud perfume, is giving me a headache. This is not going to do that. You're going to smell pretty, you're going to smell soft, you're going to smell sweet, right? But it won't be a loud perfume that is like going to take over the room, you know. But definitely, and oh, the other thing is this is supposed to be unisex, you know. I have not smelled it on a man. That would be interesting to do. I started laughing because I have a son, and I could just imagine if I asked him to wear something. But you know, it is unisex, beautiful scent. What else I wanted to say? I told you sweet, woody, vanilla, nutty. That's another reason why I feel like, because I'm thinking fall, pecans, almonds, like, why couldn't you wear this in the fall? Winter too, I don't know. We'll see how different scents wear. And I'm curious to try the Valentino in the winter because maybe it's less like, you know. Let me see, and powdery. I love those scents, and that's what it's about. Like once you find things that, like, I've always loved powdery scents, powder deodorant. I've enjoyed vanilla, you know, I like vanilla. But other things I've read said it had like sandalwood notes in it, like at the dry down at the bottom, according to Fragrantica. I think it's like Britannica. We ain't gonna do that, but it, you know that site. Fragrantica. I think that's how you say it, but they say at the base notes are whipped cream, marshmallows, cotton candy, Turkish delight, accord, cacao, cedarwood, sandalwood, and tonka. Like those are, oh, I had this incense, tonka and oud. Oh my gosh, it was so, like, I loved it. So I think that's also why I love this perfume. Like, it has so many of the different scent profiles that I love in general. So that's why I think this may be my signature scent, right? And I'm curious to smell it on somebody else, because they say like certain scents don't smell the same on everybody. The middle notes that it has is geranium, white peony. That's where you get more of the floral notes, it seems like. The jasmine, the muguet, or muguet. I don't know, that looks French. Raspberry, white peach, and pear. So it's a little floral fruity, and I could see that. And I'm not big on fruity scent, so it's like just right. I guess that middle, that moderateness of the fruity notes, and it is what gets me. And the Italian bergamot is at the top, with the pistachio, hazelnut, sweet rum, and cardamom. So I love it, love it, love it. So hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know if you stayed a half hour, but if you did, God bless you, love you. Have a wonderful night. Remember to check out some of my people. Mitchie Boo's Closet has these. I actually also got them on Shein. And this I got from Speak to Me Expressions, again, Warby Parker on the frames. And say hi to my plant babies. They're doing so well, especially that one. This one, somebody gave me a piece of plant, and I keep meaning to repot it. So I don't know. This was cute. Just something to do, and I'm gonna put it up. No expectations. People watch it, they watch it. They don't, they don't. It's all good. What I love about doing things like this is it's like it's journaling, right? Like you just can see your progression and see over time like what you were talking about, and people grow with you. Which is interesting. And who knows? Like there are people who started off their channel like just random, like I don't know, maybe one day I did a Bible study a couple of weeks ago on Jairus's daughter, the dead girl, and at least because we don't know her name, right? So a lot came out of that. Maybe I'll format that study in a way that I can make a video about it, or maybe just do like this, like don't have a rhyme or reason, or I shouldn't say that, but don't have a specific framework, right? Like it's not all scripted in a framework. Like just do it and let God do the God, right? So that's what I'm thinking about doing, because after I taught the study, it was good. Not to him be the glory, right? Like it was really good, and I was like, a lot came up that surprised me in that study that I would want to share with others who are outside that group. So because we all need to be encouraged. So have a great night. Yes to Young Pistachio. Yes, yes, yes to Young Pistachio. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm glad they came out with it. I'm glad that it was presented to me so I too could grow to love it. And it really didn't. It wasn't even a grow to love thing. Like I immediately loved it. And I can only say that about, I wish they still sold, and I'll see it online every now and then. There was a Bulgari, and I can't remember like which one it was, but I just remember it was in a powdery blue bottle. Like I loved that perfume, and it worked so, but they discontinued it. But I still see it floating around online, like on eBay. But I'm a little iffy about purchasing stuff online, but it might be fine. But that was a really good scent. But in these in-between years, I've been wearing a lot of Bath and Body Works. So I'm sits in her 40s now, and as I am on this self-love journey, that sounds so corny, but just like really just embracing me. It's funny because like I've paid attention to, like I'm single for now. That's my testimony, and I'm sticking to it. Single for now, mom, right? And in this past year, like I've learned to, not intentionally, but when I do find something I like, I'm like, see, this counts, this matters. Like I could say what brand of sour cream I prefer, or what perfume I like. Like if a guy was to want to buy you a nice perfume and he said, babe, what's your favorite perfume, do you know? Could you tell him? It's like, don't get the hefty bags, get the Glad one. Like which one do you like? I typically buy hefty. I don't know why, but I do. It's just what I like, right? You like what you like, but knowing what you like matters, because when someone, it's less work. Like, yes, you want somebody to be curious and want to find you out, but it can be, like all of us have had those years, like if you celebrate Christmas or a birthday, and people buy you gifts and you don't really like the gift, so then you gotta put on a show and act like you like the gift, and then or hurt their feelings and be like, I don't really like it, and then they have to take it back. It's better if people know what you like, right? And then we probably could go way deep with that. This is supposed to be about the perfume, so I'm not gonna go in, but but even when you think about your sex life, and I've been I learned, like, you gotta watch what you say. I've been abstinent for the past 2 years and counting. Like, now this will be probably one of the longest terms, because now it's over 2 years, right? Whole nother. And it's like, when you think about when you are intimate with somebody and you like certain things and they don't know you like those things, and you kind of gotta perform, like those days are over. Like the next person that come in your life, be ready, be able to tell them like what you like, what you don't like, and be comfortable with expressing that. It makes the love easier, right? And it's a pleasure to love on yourself in that way. Like, I could treat her to some nice things because I know what she like. I know where she like to go. I know the things she like to do, right? And I'm talking about me. Like, I know her. And it's been a pleasure. Like, you've been with you for longer than anybody been with you besides your parents, if they're still here, and if they're not, it's like, yeah, outliving your relationship with yourself has outlived your parents even, so yeah, get to know you, appreciate you, get to know what you like and what you love, and get you more of that, right? Anyhow, I just have a lot going through my head because I teach my clients about CBT and thoughts, feelings, and actions, and the actions that we take influence our thoughts and thereby our feelings and emotions. So yeah, I could go all kinds of places with this, but yes, I love Young Pistachio, and I hope you do too. Maybe there are just some people who are Young Pistachio enthusiasts or Kayali, and I do think, yes, this is the biggest girl they sell. Okay, this is the 3.4, because I don't know, to me it never makes sense unless you end up getting something you don't really love. It never really makes sense to me when I see a perfume cost $120 or $100, and then for like $30 extra you could get the biggest bottle. Why not? Especially if it's something you love, just get the big one. So I did get the 3.4 ounce, and I can't remember, like, the one downfall about this is it's over the 3 ounces I think that they allow when you travel. So I would have to get either an atomizer, which is this thing that kind of looks like a bottle like this, and you like stick it I wonder if you could do that with this. And just take the nozzle out. It may not work because there's a specific thing that you stick in and you pump it, and like it acts like a vacuum and fills up the travel size. So, but at least it's big enough where I could do that, right? Like I can get the atomizer and do that with it. And I've also seen them do things in the store. One time somebody gave me a sample of Good Girl, and she had these like small sample bottles, and she just took it and just kept spraying. It's a little more tedious, but she kept spraying, and just filled it up. She filled up a nice little bit for me. Like if you're going on a short trip and you want to take some with you. I do think when you apply perfume in that way, that is different. It probably sits different and wears different. You know, because it's, yeah, you know, like it's not spraying, and like I gotta get my perfume, like there's no, not vapor, that's not the word, but it doesn't have spread. I like spread. Like it doesn't have spray. You know, when you spray the, you know, perfume bottle, it like kind of, it won't do that. You just put in dabs, you know. And even though they do have perfumes that you could dab on, I would imagine that it wears a little differently. But that's just something you could do, you know, when you travel. I could talk. Good night. I need to go to bed. That was fun. I haven't done any videos. And you know what I like about doing this? Because you never know who may come across your channel, who you may meet. I prefer meeting people in person, but you know, this is the day and age we in, and you just never know who might see you and say hello. So, all right, y'all. Have a good night, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.